Hey, flute and piccolo players, name one thing more frustrating than this. You've spent years mastering your craft, but you're still getting cut early in audition after audition, stuck taking low-paying, emotionally draining gigs, and questioning your career choice. You went to school and learned how to play the flute, but no one ever taught you how to actually make a living doing what you love. Being a great player is only part of the equation. The rest, strategy, visibility, mindset, can be learned. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do. Hi, I'm Diana Morgan, flutist, educator, and founder of DM Flute Studio. Over the past 2 decades, I've built a full-time career performing and teaching, and I've helped hundreds of serious flute and piccolo players do the same, without relying on luck, endless auditions, or low-paying gigs. I empower musicians like you to build the necessary communication, organizational, and musical expertise needed to create a sustainable career on your own terms. I'm here because I know it's possible, and I want to show you how to get there too. You're getting cut in auditions, and no one tells you why. Even if you play well, you're still operating without a real business plan, making random moves, hoping everything will magically click one day, and staying stuck exactly where you are. You're saying yes to every low-paying gig or student just to scrape by, but it's not getting you closer to your real goals, a career that feels stable and fulfilling, one in which you're growing, performing, and getting paid what you're worth. You want to play well in auditions or charge more for lessons, but deep down, you don't really believe that you're the kind of person who gets to have that kind of career because you don't have the accolades, degrees, or titles that you think you need. It might feel impossible to break free from this cycle, but there is a way forward. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how flutists are building sustainable, fulfilling careers without burning out, undercharging for their time, or feeling like the career of their dreams is out of reach. Everyone needs a coach, even gold medal-winning Olympic athletes. Regardless of how hardworking or talented they are, they're smart enough to know that they need someone to point out their blind spots. Stick with me and I'll show you how to finally recognize what's keeping you from advancing in auditions and use simple strategies to fix it. Attract high-paying performance and teaching opportunities that match your level without chasing every gig or taking students who drain your energy. Stop trading your time for low-paying work and charge what you're worth. Break free from self-doubt and instill confidence even when you don't have the accolades, degrees, and titles, so you can stop assuming that kind of career isn't for someone like me and actually start living it. This is what I've learned through decades of trial and error in both my teaching and practice, and I'm going to show you how to move forward faster in much less time. Okay, so you're getting cut in auditions and you don't know what else there is to fix. You're doing everything you were taught, practicing for hours every day, showing up prepared, checking all the boxes, but it's not translating into results. And to add insult to injury, they don't even tell you why you were cut. It becomes a vicious cycle. It makes you feel invisible. Imagine spending months preparing for a performance. You walk on stage, pour your heart into every phrase, every note, every breath, but instead of applause, there's silence. No one claps, no one reacts. You hear a thank you from behind a screen and someone escorts you off stage. That's it. That's what auditioning feels like. You give everything you have, your time, your focus, your energy, and walk away with nothing but silence and self-doubt. Over time, it doesn't just hurt. It chips away at your belief in your playing and in yourself. Think of how many auditions you've already taken. What if you had advanced in just a few more? What if you had won one of them? How different would your life be right now? You've already been missing out on these opportunities. It's called opportunity cost. If you keep going like this, you'll either burn out or give up entirely. You'll spend months practicing and thousands of dollars on travel costs, but you never develop the audition skills and mindset you actually need to win. It's like following a compass that's a few degrees off. You work hard, stay focused, and still end up miles from where you thought you were going. And the worst part, you don't even realize you're off course until you're already exhausted. You might assume you're not good enough when really, you were just never taught how to prepare in the right way. You need to break this cycle completely, and here's how you do it. You do more mock auditions. You stop preparing in isolation. You work with someone who knows what to listen for and isn't afraid to give you honest, direct feedback. That's how real progress happens, not by guessing, but by being guided. Even the greatest musicians, performers, and athletes don't do it alone. Michael Jordan had a coach. Serena Williams had a coach. You need someone to show you exactly what to prioritize, how to structure your preparation, and how to walk into auditions with clarity, presence, and control, so that when you play, you actually make an impact. Now, you might be thinking, but I've already taken so many auditions and nothing's changed. Right, because you've been doing it alone. You're not the problem, your process is. Imagine if you kept doing something the wrong way for a long time. That bad habit just gets stronger, and the longer it sticks around, the harder it is to fix. So it's not just costing you time and money now, it's also setting you up to spend even more later trying to unlearn it and do it right. If no one's giving you feedback, if no one's helping you adjust your strategy, then of course nothing changes. This isn't about working harder. It's about finally having someone in your corner who knows how to get you there. So, you're playing well, but you still don't have a real career plan. And without one, your progress stalls. You might pick up a one-off gig here, a student there, but you're not building towards something bigger. You're stuck juggling last-minute auditions, scattered teaching, and unclear goals with no roadmap to tie it all together. It feels like you're always hustling, constantly prepping for something, but never actually moving forward. You're applying to auditions without a strategy, taking on any student just to keep money coming in, trying to network, but without knowing who to talk to or what to say. The effort is real, but the direction is missing. And that's what makes it so exhausting. Keep going like this without a plan, and burnout isn't just a possibility, it's guaranteed. You'll spend months preparing for auditions you don't feel ready for, miss out on great gigs or teaching opportunities because your materials don't fully reflect who you are, or cross paths with the right people but have no strategy for following up or staying on their radar. Not because you're not good enough, but because when it counted, you weren't prepared. The truth is, playing well isn't enough. You need a real career game plan, one that connects your goals to actual strategies. Building a private studio with students you actually enjoy teaching, preparing for auditions with precision and confidence, getting your name on sublists and staying top of mind with the right people, structuring your week so you're not always playing catch-up. It's like playing a gorgeous recital in your front yard, but no one even walks by. No one hears you. No one knows you're there. It doesn't matter how well you play if no one sees you, hears you, or knows what you're offering. That's why you need strategy, visibility, and direction. A plan that helps you stop reacting to whatever shows up and start building the career you actually want. But I'm too busy to figure all that out right now. Exactly. That's why you need a plan. When you're overwhelmed, it's easy to stay in survival mode, just reacting instead of making smart, intentional moves. But without direction, you waste your time and talent trying to wing it in a professional world that demands more than just good playing. A real plan helps you work smarter, focus your energy, and finally take actions that move the needle faster, farther, and with less effort. Right now, you're saying yes to every gig, every student, just to get by, but none of it is actually moving you closer to the career you want. You're stretched thin, underpaid, and still unsure how to build something that actually lasts. You're tired. Your schedule is packed with work that drains you, low-paying gigs, students who aren't interested and don't practice, commitments that leave you no space to breathe. You're constantly working, but the big picture isn't changing. There's no momentum. And even though you're doing everything right, it still doesn't feel like it's leading anywhere meaningful. If you keep going like this, you stay stuck in survival mode. And when a better opportunity does come along, you're either unavailable or too burned out to say yes. Over time, it gets worse. You risk disconnecting from your own artistry. Because when your calendar is full of work that doesn't light you up, it's easy to lose the joy you once had for the thing you've spent your entire life building. But here's the thing. This isn't about saying no to everything. It's about saying yes with intention. It starts by defining what kind of work actually serves your goals, and then building a system that makes that work possible. You do that by setting boundaries. Decide the lowest rate you're willing to accept and stick to it. Think about this for a second. What if you doubled your rate? Now, imagine you lost half your students. Guess what? You'd still be making the same amount of money. But now you've got more time, more energy, less burnout. What could you do with that extra space? You could focus on attracting students who are ready to invest at that higher level. You could use that time to grow your studio or even improve your own playing. Or you could just breathe for a second. Raising your rates isn't just about earning more. It's about creating the space to grow into the teacher and the artist you're meant to be. Learn how to write clear, confident emails that position you as a professional, because great playing only takes you so far if you can't communicate your value. And most importantly, get clear on what your ideal schedule looks like, not just to prevent burnout, but to make room for the work that actually moves your career forward. The goal isn't to work more. It's to work smarter with structure, strategy, and intention so that every yes moves you forward. You might be saying to yourself, I can't afford to turn work down right now. And I get it. You don't have to. This shift won't happen overnight, but it does have to start. Imagine if you weren't making fearful decisions just to survive. Instead, you had the freedom to pick and choose. By gradually phasing out low-paying, draining work and replacing it with aligned opportunities, you create space and power to choose. From there, you're not making decisions out of panic. You're leading with vision. The longer you wait to take action, the harder it becomes to build something sustainable. Growth doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing what actually matters. Even once you clear your schedule of the chaos, there's still a deeper challenge. Believing you're the kind of person who gets to have the career you want. You want to nail your auditions, raise your rates, go after bigger opportunities. But deep down, you're not sure you believe you're the kind of person who gets to have that kind of career. So instead of stepping forward, you hold back. That mindset quietly shrinks you. You downplay your wins. You hesitate to charge what you're worth. You avoid fully committing to the goals you care most about. Not because you can't do it, but because some part of you doesn't think you're ready or deserving. And this has nothing to do with your talent. This is about belief. A belief rooted in comparison, fear of rejection, and waiting to feel legit before taking action. Let me tell you about my good friend Erica Peel. She's the piccoloist in the Philadelphia Orchestra, one of the most respected ensembles in the world. But here's the thing. She didn't get there through elite conservatories or prestigious summer festivals. She had preparation skills, the right mindset, and mentors who guided her along the way. That's what made the difference. If you stay stuck in the mindset that you're not ready, you'll miss the exact chances that would help you grow. You'll keep playing small, choosing safety, and watching others do what you're fully capable of, but didn't give yourself permission to try. That self-doubt, it hardens over time. It becomes your baseline. And the longer you stay there, the harder it becomes to step into the career you actually want. Here's the truth. Confidence doesn't come before action. It's built through action. If you want to be seen as a pro, you have to start operating like one. Not pretending, but practicing systems, discipline, and structure. Surround yourself with people who take their careers seriously. Create small but meaningful wins, doing mock auditions, making great recordings, gathering testimonials from your students. Put yourself in performance situations that stretch you just outside your comfort zone. That's where transformation happens. Maybe you've told yourself this: I just need to get a little better first. Success doesn't come from waiting until you're ready. It comes from moving forward while still figuring it out. Professionals grow by doing, not by being perfect. Every step, even the messy, imperfect ones, builds momentum. You don't need to be flawless. You just need to be in motion with support. I know exactly what it's like to feel stuck. Early in my career, I took an audition for the Detroit Symphony. I practiced for months. I did everything I thought I was supposed to do. I made all the sacrifices that I thought were required to win. Have you ever been in that place where you've been working tirelessly, not sleeping, neglecting your own needs just to chase a goal? That was me. I thought I was ready. Nope. I walked in, played the first few notes, the descending scale at the beginning of Leonore Overture, and before I even finished the phrase, I heard someone say, "Thank you," from behind the screen. I thought, "You're welcome." But what they actually meant was, "Your audition is over." 10 seconds. That's all it took. And I was stunned. I never imagined I could be cut that fast. I walked out confused, angry, and honestly humiliated. After that, I did what everyone used to do. I practiced harder. I said yes to every student, every gig, every opportunity. I spent more time in LA traffic than I did actually teaching or playing. I kept chasing, hoping it would all eventually click. But it wasn't sustainable, and deep down I knew it. It wasn't until I started thinking differently, thinking like an entrepreneur, that things changed. I stopped waiting for luck. I started building real relationships, attracting better paying gigs, growing a thriving private studio, and creating a career that actually gave me stability and freedom. And by the way, the reason I got cut in that audition? I went flat on the descending scale. That's it. No one had ever pointed it out to me. Not in lessons, not in school, not in master classes. Imagine missing a tiny detail that no one ever pointed out to you, and that's why you got cut. Now, I teach other musicians what I wish someone had taught me: how to stop guessing, stop reaching blindly, and start building a career with direction and clarity. If you're ready to stop guessing and stop missing out on the opportunities that are already passing you by, click the link below to book a free strategy call with me. On this call, we'll take a clear look at where you are right now, where you want to go, and what's really getting in your way. I'll help you pinpoint exactly what needs to shift and how to start moving forward without wasting years trying to figure it all out alone. This isn't a generic sales pitch. It's a real, honest conversation to see if I can help you move forward. I don't accept everyone. I only work with musicians I know I can genuinely support at the level they're aiming for. And space is limited, so I can give each person the time and attention they need. If we're a good fit, I'll walk you through exactly what that will look like for you. And if we're not, you'll still leave with clarity and direction that you didn't have before. So, if you're serious about building a career that's sustainable, fulfilling, and aligned with your values, click the button below and let's talk. And I get it. You might still have some doubts. You might think you don't have the time. If you're already hustling without real results, what's another year of struggle worth to you? This call will save you time by giving you a clear, focused plan so you can finally stop spinning your wheels and start making real progress. Maybe you don't think you can afford it. Here's the truth. If you don't learn how to turn your skills into income, the real cost is way higher. Can you really afford to keep guessing? To spend thousands on auditions just to gain experience? To keep settling for low-paying, unsatisfying work year after year? Or maybe you feel like you need more time to think about it. Totally fair. But let me ask you this. How much progress have you made while thinking? Clarity doesn't come from overthinking. It comes from action. This call is your chance to finally get the insight, the feedback, and the direction you need to move forward with purpose. If you're serious about building a full-time music career and you're ready to finally get paid what you're worth for the skills you've worked so hard to build, this is your moment. Click the link below to book your free strategy call. We'll talk about where you are now, where you want to go, and whether I can help you make that happen at a deeper level. You have two options. You can keep doing what you've been doing and stay exactly where you are, or you can take one simple step today that could change your entire future. Click the link and let's get started.
The DM Flute Studio has been crucial to my success and development post-graduation. The accountability, supportive community, and instruction have been exceptional all 4 terms that I've participated. Diana has been so supportive through multiple auditions and competitions, one audition of which I was recently awarded Principal Flute of the Bozeman Symphony after a trial period while I was in the studio. If I could be in Diana's studio forever, I definitely would do it because it's such an awesome program, it's so supportive, and I highly recommend you participate.
I had significantly more performance opportunities in the studio than I had been used to, and it really pushed me out of my comfort zone. And I really felt like playing in this studio every week and doing mock auditions and getting comments was very, very helpful. I mean, during the time that I was doing this, I was doing grad school auditions. And I just remember like doing my first audition and I was just so calm. And I was like, I've done this before. I played a mock for this in front of my peers. I played in front of Diana. It just really helped boost my confidence in playing in front of others, but also getting feedback from your peers is so important. And I think it's really helpful to get as many opinions as you can. And I think that's where like the studio was really helpful. And also just me giving feedback to other students helped me think more about the way I'm playing. And it just makes you a better player when you have to explain things to other people about their playing. And that's where the studio is really helpful.
Hi, my name is Diane, and I'm so excited to talk to you about DM Flute Studio. I first joined the studio summer term of 2022, but back then I really didn't know that the studio would be such a life-changing experience for me. I was extremely lucky to have been accepted to the Colburn Conservatory, my dream school, as well as the Tanglewood Music Center as a fellow this summer. I was also named runner-up of the Indianapolis Symphony Second Flute Audition and recently won the Cape Symphony Principal Flute position. I couldn't have done it without this amazing program.
Diana has helped me improve as a musician by offering so many opportunities to learn and grow as a flute player through this program. She takes so much consideration for each and every one of her students, and by doing that, I feel as though she has helped me through my own personal flute journey so much.
Diana has provided me the tools I need to go about any piece of repertoire. The practice techniques I have learned from her have helped elevate my performances, but additionally helped my confidence when playing in front of people. I absolutely love our studio classes. I love hearing my talented colleagues play every single week and the hard work they put in. It only makes me want to work harder with my playing. I would absolutely recommend DM Flute Studio to any flutist out there. It's the love and care that Diana puts into the program that makes it as special as it is.